Good evening. Okay, we're going to get started with our commencement ceremony. Thank you very much. Okay, good evening. Welcome to the Cleveland Metropolitan School District's Collinwood High School 139th Commencement Ceremony for the class of 2022. Before we begin, please turn your cell phones off or put them on vibrate. Once again, good evening. Welcome to board members Dr. Lisa Thomas, our CEO of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, Mr. Eric Gordon, our network leader, Ms. Erin Frew, our Chief Strategic Implementation Officer, Dr. Trent Mosley, and our fellow podium guests, our principal, Mrs. Mary E. Miller, our administrators, family, friends, and supporters to the 139th Collinwood High School graduating class. If you are able, please stand and join us in saying our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Now, to deliver our opening remarks, I would like to invite to the podium the CEO of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, Mr. Eric Gordon.
Well, good evening, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, cousins, friends, and family, and welcome to the class of 2022 commencement for Collinwood High School. Before I bring my brief remarks, if you are a member of the faculty and staff of Collinwood High School, would you please stand? The educators of Collinwood High School who are here this evening, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, education in our country and educators in our country have become undervalued, but we are so fortunate to have some of the very best educators in the country working right here in CMSD and at your Collinwood High School. Thank you for the journey that you've taken us on, particularly through the last 2 years of COVID. For my remarks this afternoon, I'm gonna, they know they're supposed to leash me. They forgot to do that. I want to talk directly to our students. When I came to Cleveland 15 years ago, most of you were 2 years old, maybe 3 years old. So I've had the great honor of watching you grow up over the many years. When I became your CEO, you were in the first grade, and now you're seniors. So with the little time that I have, I want to share just one piece of reflection that I hope you'll carry from me to you as you go out into this world. It is participatory, and you're going to want your phones or cameras. There's going to be great photo moments. First thing I need you to do is just stand up right at your seat. I'm going to give you 2 directions, and I want you to do exactly what you hear. On the second direction, folks, I'm going to count to 3, and that's when you're going to want your picture. So the first thing I want you to do is put your left hand up as high as you can reach it. Your other left hand. Works every time. High as you can reach it. So on the count of 3, I'm going to give you your second command. So you're as high as you can reach it. On 1, 2, and you're going to take this picture on 3. On 1, 2, 3, go higher. Wow, it's right. What we saw was as high as we can, and all of a sudden, you all got about 6 inches taller. Have a seat. I'll tell you why we did that in just a minute, but there's one more thing I need you to do. This time, I need you to close your eyes. So if you can see me, your eyes are still open. And I want you to listen to the next sound that you hear. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the sound I need them to hear. I need you to cheer for your baby that is on this stage getting ready to leave Collinwood High School. This is that kindergartner with the missing tooth, that middle schooler that gave you lip, that senior that's up here. Come on. Make them hear you all the way back at 5 points. Is that all you got? I don't think they heard you back in Collinwood. Come on now. One more time, you got it. Come on now, one more time. So let me tell you why we did that. I'll put it back, I promise. Let me tell you why we did that. Here's what I know. I know that some of you sitting here on this stage about to get this diploma wasn't sure you were going to make it. You weren't sure you could pass that last class, that you'd pass that OST, that you'd get that late paper in and that your teachers would take it and get you across that stage. Whatever your reasons, I know we've all done it. You told yourself that story, I've gone as far as I can go. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to get there. Worse, I know that there are people out there, not here, not in here, out there, that have told you you shouldn't be on this stage because you're black, or because you're a woman, or because you went to an inner city high school. But what I also know is they are wrong. This diploma that y'all are about to pick up is the same diploma that every student in the state of Ohio is picking up this month. It is not less. It is the same diploma that everyone is picking up. So what I wish I could offer you, I promised I'd put it back. I wish I could offer you that you would never again tell yourself that you've gone as far as you can go. That you would never again play that story in your head. I can't do it. I won't make it. I'm not going to pass that class. I'm not going to get that test done. I'm not going to get that job. Worse, I wish I could make sure nobody ever tried to tell you what you don't deserve ever again. But haters are going to hate. The haters are going to hate. So the next time when you go out this door and you decide maybe this college class isn't for me, maybe that job is, I can't do it, or when people try to tell you where you're not allowed to live, not allowed to go to school, what job you're not allowed to have, they try to get in your way. What I want you to do is close your eyes. I want you to remember not just the sound, but the feeling of that love that poured over you. And then I want you to get up, and I want you to go higher. Congratulations to the Collinwood High School class of 2022.
Our first student speaker for this evening boasts of being very nice, actively involved in her school and community, and well-spoken. She is the daughter of Signa and Ronald Brooks Jr. and sister to Sabrina and Ronald. It brings me great pleasure to introduce to you Miss Ronay Brooks, the Collinwood High School class of 2022 student selected speaker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, parents and administrators. As the first student speaker, I would formally like to welcome you to the class of 2022 commencement ceremony. I would like to give one congratulation out of many to every senior here today. Even when the cards didn't seem to be in your favor, you pushed and persevered through all the trials and tribulations set in your path. It's imperative that you all take a moment to enjoy this achievement to the fullest, seeing it as this will be our first and last day walking the stage as a high school graduate. This has been a roller coaster of a year, and a lot of times we forget to appreciate the hard work that goes on behind the scenes. So I would like to acknowledge our amazing teachers and administrators for trying to make sure we have a memorable and exciting year despite the many setbacks due to the pandemic. I would like to hope that every student here took away some amazing lessons throughout the year in your high school career and built meaningful and memorable connections with your peers and teachers. As you know the saying, all good things must come to an end. I don't want you to look at this as a means to an end, but look at this as a new beginning. I'm not sure what any of you see for yourself walking out this door today, but I do hope you see a future as bright as I do. I hope you will strive for success in all your endeavors and push to be the best you and be the best you can be when you leave this building today. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Renee. Our next speaker has made claims that she is responsible, reliable, true to her word, and hardworking. But please be careful because she is a quiet storm. This young lady is the daughter of Tonette Tate and sister to Davion Tate. She plans to attend Cuyahoga Community College in the fall. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Miss Tajana Tate, valedictorian of Collinwood High School's 139th graduating class.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, parents and administrators. I would like to thank Renee for the wonderful speech she just gave to us and for being brave enough to present this with such great wisdom. Thank you, Ms. Williams, for this incredible introduction and all the hard work you did for our class. My name is Tajana Tate, and although there were complications and obstacles we had to overcome to get to this moment, with your constant support, we are here now. It was a very emotional ride, wasn't it? Our high school experience was cut in half due to COVID. No longer did we wake up to just open our computers, no. We had to wake up, get dressed, and go to a building for 7 hours a day and do work we almost forgot how to do. A weird adjustment to how we spent a big portion of our time in high school. Before, our issues were not being able to join the Zoom in because someone didn't have internet or someone just flat out didn't want to get on the computer. Then the issue was adjusted to coming back to school and having to figure out what school was supposed to be like after the impact of COVID. COVID made it a strange year for all of us, and we are still dealing with the impact of it today. But we didn't give up. We were still able to have a high school experience compared to others that didn't get the chance to. We got to experience the good and bad of senior year, and now we are here. Despite it all, we didn't quit. There's been a lot of times where I wanted to give up and quit. Let me tell y'all a quick story. In 4th and 5th grade, I was failing in math, and every time I would get my report card, I would look at it and see an F. I would start bawling crying because I wasn't used to getting those type of grades. And having to give my mom that report card and see the look on her face, I felt like a failure and was so disappointed in myself. It wasn't until my teacher, Mr. Swoop, helped me throughout my middle school year when I began to see myself improve. He used to tell me, you are capable of anything you put your mind to. Do what makes you happy and not what others think might make you happy. He helped me shape it to the person I am today. It showed me to apply myself more to achieve things that I want to pursue. It's okay to ask for help no matter how much you think you don't need it. Trust me. I know what it's like to not ask for help and just take everything on your shoulders and deal with it on your own. Having him as my mentor changed me for the better. Made me want better for myself. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in the position I am now. This is just one example of how important it is to build connections. Building bonds with your teachers, friends, family, and people you normally might not consider. You might find you have more in common with someone than you think. And this might lead to some great things that you couldn't even imagine. It could help you to gain new opportunities in life and also get the chance to meet new people you never thought You would. Listen, as soon as we leave this building, it is a whole new ball game. A whole new one. No one is going to hold your hand and baby you, as some of our teachers and peers have said many of times. This world is not going to care about you at all. So that's why I say don't give up on yourself. My mom always told me if nobody got you, you got yourself, and that it's okay to be by yourself. It's easy to lose sight of what you are truly here for, but it's up to you to keep going no matter what obstacles get thrown your way. Keep pushing. Don't wait to finally do something that are important. Life isn't going to wait on you. Stop pushing things and then doing it at the last minute. We have that a lot this year, including me. This speech was even last minute, okay? And even with all the pushing things aside and stressing, it's okay to take a break and reflect. Don't let people tell you that taking a break is basically taking the easy way out. They say, you are your biggest enemy, your mind. Your mind can work against you. If these two aren't working together, you will be your own downfall. Mental health is an immensely important thing that doesn't get talked about often. We carry all this stress and wonder why things aren't going our way. But I don't want to focus on all the negative things. We had our good moments this year too. We went from literally hating each other, literally hating each other, to getting on each other's nerves. Just ask Diamond. I get on her nerves every single day. I'm putting some tough love on you guys right now because ain't nobody gonna tell you when you're wrong. People will lead you astray. It's up to you to decide if you are gonna let them or not. Well, I had my fun up on this podium. This is for sure enough not gonna be the last podium I'm gonna be standing at. I just wanted to say thank you to the administrative team for putting this all together, making sure we graduate and getting to see this day. Thank you again, Ms. Williams, for all the hard work you did and not giving up on us. We don't say it a lot, but thank you so much. I would also like to say thank you to the beautiful families of all the seniors that are sitting in this audience today, because you are all the ones that got them to this point, and all of y'all should be proud. Thank you.
Trent Mosley is a lifetime educator, serving a combined total of 24 years as a classroom teacher, principal, and district administrator. He currently serves as the Chief Strategic Implementation Officer for the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Trent works as a passionate advocate for children, believing each child's unique talents should be leveraged to meet high expectations for learning and ensure success beyond graduation. Prior to moving to the role of a chief in CMSD, Trent Mosley was a network leader where he held and led the investment schools in championing the work to improve learning and teaching. Here at Collinwood, I can confidently say that Trent always greets us with a smile and continues to be well-liked and respected by Principal Miller and the entire Collinwood family. For Trent, it's all about servitude and impact. He delights in working alongside individuals who share a passion for serving children, regardless of their professional field, position, or title. Trent is driven by a core set of leadership values when striving to improve conditions for kids. He maintains high expectations for all. He builds the leadership capacity of those he leads. I'm gonna say that again. He builds the leadership capacity of those he leads. He listens more than he speaks on purpose. He keeps his ego in check. Trent Mosley earned a bachelor's degree of arts and education with a major in secondary English and a minor in psychology at Eastern Michigan University. He earned a master's in educational leadership at Saginaw Valley State University and a PhD in educational leadership through Western Michigan University. Perhaps Trent's greatest accomplishment, and you let me know if I'm wrong, is being married to Sophia Mosley and being blessed with 2 sons, Quinn and Troy. Trent believes that every child deserves a quality education and is committed to doing his part in delivering on the excellence that they deserve. It is my esteemed pleasure to present to some and introduce to others Dr. Trent Mosley.
Good evening. I will not be too long because I know what we're actually here for, and that's these young men and women who are about to walk across this stage and take their rightful place as leaders in our city. Railroaders, this is your moment. I want you to fully be in it and take it all in. But after today, I want you to get back on your grind. The chase isn't over. You dream big to get here, but here cannot be your finale. This stage, the stage that you're sitting on, is the platform that you are announcing to the world that you are coming for your crown and unleashing all the blessings that your unique God-given talents will bring to this world. Family and friends, let them hear it if you agree. Graduates, today, you're getting these keys. I'm about to give you the things you need to go for, fully prepared to be relentless in pursuit of all your passions. As you venture into new opportunities and rise to the level of greatness that you set for yourself, there will be those who will say you have changed. They will say that you have forgotten where you come from. They will call you bougie, stuck up, too good to give back, and whatnot. Let me tell you something. You can't become who you want to be by remaining too attached to who you used to be. Young sisters and brothers, I'm giving you these keys. Growing out of old ways of doing business and living is called maturity. But just because you gain new assets doesn't mean you lose the others. Case in point, I haven't played dominoes in 2 years. Dominoes, for those that don't know. But I can still hold them like a dominologist. You know how we hold them like that? Do I got my real dominology players out there today? And count on better than our district chief financial officer. And just so you know, I still know 6'4" never domino. You see, your gifts never leave you. They're ready when needed, so you can strike when ready. Kings and queens, I'm giving you these keys. I love my rap. It's my absolute favorite when I'm working out. It gets me hyped and I feel like I can lift a car. And then I get into my set and the fatigue begins to set in. Every movement hurts a little more and I begin to wonder if I can finish the reps I set. And then I get my mind right and start telling myself, I don't eat if I don't finish. Kings and queens, everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. You have to finish even when it hurts. When it hurts is when you need to be at your strongest. Pain will come in all sorts of forms. Your peers, they will pressure you. Your job, your boss will stress you. Well, not my boss. He creates what I call required opportunities. The feeling of failure can be devastating. In these moments, you have to keep top of mind of what you're trying to accomplish and put the pain in its proper context. Get strong from it, let it fuel you, and reemerge with a conviction and resolve to get after what you're going for. Be a go-getter. Don't ever make excuses or keep regular company with those who do. You see, you got your sociologists, your psychologists, your physiologists, but it's one gist you don't ever want to be associated with, the infamous excuseologists. They're masterful at telling you why something can't happen, brilliant at telling you something is bound to go wrong. Why? Because they're lazy and have no thirst for vision, let alone your vision. They don't want to put in the work. They build walls of deception where windows of opportunity were meant to go. Dance with them if you want. They'll two-step you to avoid and work until they have you dancing to the same beat. Mind your conscious thoughts and guard your lips. Thoughts and words carry the power of persuasion, and a persuasive mind with an end goal of success will not be enticed by the celebrations of the trapped mind rooted in laziness. Put the work in. Feel and embrace the pain. Because when you embrace the sweat, from the grind, when you emerge from the sweat, from the grime of the grind, the cool water of success will be your shower. I'm giving you the keys. Be relentless. I want you to be relentless even during those bad days. On the road to success, bad news sometimes travel at a velocity that can overwhelm you, overtake you, or flat out stop you. Relentless people handle the pressure. They think differently. They speak differently. Most importantly, they respond differently. They know at any given moment, bad news could be the headline of the day. The difference between those that choose to be relentless in their walk and those who choose to kneel and bow interpret the front page of their daily news differently. The relentless, if they don't like the headline, fight to change the headline. All others accept it and promote the sell of it by refusing to confront it. Dominate your fears and failures and watch how you fall forward in success every time. Be your own cheerleader. Recognize that you are the editor-in-chief of your life. You have to have the ability to write and rewrite your path forward. Make no mistake, it is a mistake to let others dictate to you how your life should be led. They can influence. They can set examples to follow. But what they cannot and should not do is say, as my mother used to say about my penmanship, is that their chicken scratch is any better than mine, because it ain't. And I know and you know, ain't isn't grammatically correct. But when my mama said it, and my mama's mama said it to her, ain't takes on a meaning. And it meant simply, don't be defined by others. Do the defining of yourself for yourself. And finally, don't go it alone. You can get to the finish line faster together running a relay than you can doing a sprint over the long haul of life. Life and everything in it brings it is more fulfilling when you achieve together. Stay connected by sharing your continued journey. Your story will be an inspiration for those sitting next to, in front of, or behind you to inspire and encourage to continue on their journey as they confront their own struggles. Together is always better than alone. We are so collectively proud of each of you, and we await the brilliance that your gifts will bring to the world. You have the keys within you. They have always been there. Now go forth and open the doors that will leave a legacy for those coming behind you to aspire to. Again, congrats. Now go be great and dominate Railroaders of 2022.
We'd like to invite you back to the podium, Dr. Mosley. On behalf of the 139th Collinwood High School graduation class of 2022, we would like to present you with a token of our appreciation for sharing your time with us today. Thank you very much. At this time, I would like to ask Principal Mary E. Miller and Board Member Dr. Lisa Thomas to the podium for the certification and acceptance of the Collinwood High School class of 2022.
At this time, I would like to ask all the educators on stage and in the audience to stand and be recognized. Thank you. Without you, this would not be happening.
Principal Mary E. Miller, Class Advisor Falana F. Williams, and members of the faculty, do you attest to the fact that these students here assembled have successfully and satisfactorily completed the requisite course of study prescribed by the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, the Board of Education of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and the State Department of Education?
We do. I certify that all the students on this stage today have met all the educational requirements of the state of Ohio and the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and have passed all the required parts of the Ohio graduation test and the Ohio State test. These students are now ready to receive their diplomas.
Now, on behalf of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District Board of Education, I have the high honor to bestow upon you, members of the 139th Collinwood High School graduating class of 2022, your high school diploma, along with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the candidates for the graduating class of 2022 from Collinwood High School please rise? I ask that if you are in the aisles, if you please clear the aisles as they proceed through. Candidates, prepare yourself to receive your diplomas. Tajana Tate. DeMarcus Lorenzo Montgomery. Diamond Shariel Jones Matthews. Ronee Marie Brooks. Taylin Margaret Ogletree. Jada Samara Stockwell. Samuel Moore Jr. Terrence Raydell Lee Jr. Davion Marshawn Tracy Boyer. Anthony Williams, the barber. Ishmael Sparks. Sandrea Steplight. Caitlin Dunham. Noah Anthony Whitsack. Paris Michelle Ajane Atkins. Paris Michelle Ajane Atkins. Tanya Maya Raquel Colvin. DeAndre Najee Hale. Isaiah Middlebrooks. Emir Fletcher. Emir Fletcher. I now present to you the candidates for graduation for the Collinwood class of 2022.
On behalf of the Board of Education of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, Mayor Justin Bibb, and Chief Executive Officer Eric S. Gordon, I wish to congratulate the young men and women of the Collinwood High School class of 2022, their families, parents, friends, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, everyone. Congratulations to the class, and congratulations to the families.
All right. Isn't it amazing? The 139th commencement ceremony for Collinwood High School. Good evening, everyone, and a special good evening to the class of 2022. I would like to conclude this evening's graduation with a few words to our graduates. As you all proceed to the next chapter of your lives, I offer the following ingredients for success. Things that I have observed in people and family members I know and worked with over the years. First, integrity. If you carry out your responsibilities consistently, to the best of your ability, people will trust you as a colleague and turn to you for leadership. Second, courage. In the face of adversity and even tragedy, Try to remember the reasons for optimism. Never be afraid to ask for help. Take care of yourself, especially your health, both physical and mental. Follow your instincts and curiosity. They lead and broaden your knowledge by reading as much as you can. Embrace opportunities to collaborate. It is the key to your success as a society, and it helps you grow as an individual. Be bold and take risk, class of 2022, and don't let the fear of failure stop you. Failure is a part of life. It's another way to learn. Change is a part of life too. At times, it can be very frightening, but we should see it as a chance to explore and test our limits. Above all, enjoy what you do. Take pleasure and satisfaction in what you achieve. Along with the personal characteristics I've mentioned above, this is the key to a happy life. Whatever your next steps are, I invite you to see your experience here at Collinwood High School as a part of a lifetime learning experience. I encourage you to use that learning to lead every situation better than it was when you arrived. Graduates, and now my fellow alumni of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, congratulations. You have worked hard. You deserve to be proud of this achievement and take this opportunity to celebrate. As quoted by Tory Burch, we may live in an instant messaging, instant gratification, and Instagram world, but there is no way to short circuit the path to success. Good luck and good health to all of you.
I would like to bring to the stage now our class of 2022 salutatorian, DeMarcus Montgomery, and our network leader, Mrs. Erin Frew.
The tassel is worn on the right side of the mortarboard as a symbol of change. I hereby declare the Collinwood High School class of 2022 to be graduates of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. You may now move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard as a sign that you are an alumni of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Give them one more round of applause. And now I'd like to invite anyone, especially the new alumni of Collinwood High School, to recite the alma mater of Collinwood High School. Graduates. Are you ready? We got some no's. Oh, Collinwood, thy praises now we sing. Dear Collinwood, to thee our gifts we bring. We hear thy colors, both the blue and gray. Thy spirit leads us on our upward way. And as we come to take our leave of thee, we pledge our love, our faith, and loyalty. Oh, Collinwood, thy sons and daughters free, go forth to love and serve humanity. The lessons thou hast taught in hall and field shall be to us a bulwark and a shield. And if the years shall bear us far from thee, we'll hold thy name in hallowed memory. And instead of me saying have a great day, Railroaders, I want to say congratulations, Railroaders. Please make sure the aisles are clear as our graduates get ready to recess.
Rich invites you to add this recipe to your meals.
Again, please make sure the 2 aisles are clear as our graduates begin to recess.